When I first came, as with any therapy for the first time, I'm always a little bit sceptical but very open-minded. I was in one of those places where I didn't feel quite right within myself, and so when you took me through the steps that you took me through, it was very noticeable that as I was going through, that I was certainly feeling different degrees of movement within myself on an energy level. There was certainly noticeable differences in certainly how I was physically feeling, funnily enough, which I wasn't actually anticipating. I thought it'd be much more on maybe an emotional and mental level, but even physically I started to feel just better. Mentally I felt much more lighter, and certainly much more at peace with myself, and then certainly I found the next 2 or 3 days after that is that I just felt very much at ease with pretty much everything.
The most fascinating thing I found was the measurement of the chakra energy that was coming from him, how short and long that was, and it showed very clearly where the source of the problem was coming to him. And then with the sound, the particular vibration of the sound, visibly he relaxed, and certainly the person that I went home with was in a very different place to when he started.
I got involved in core issue vibrational healing because I knew Anthony did sound healing, and I was interested in learning more about it. I was also interested in taking some courses in sound healing, so I came out and met with Anthony, and he did a demonstration which absolutely blew my mind. He used the divining rods to measure energy, and he demonstrated pretty much the concept of what it is. And what I was intrigued that I hassled Anthony for some months about mentoring me because I wanted to learn it. So I learnt core issue vibrational healing through Anthony, and we did case studies and we trained. It was quite a number of hours, 100 hours or more, to train through this program. I enjoyed every moment of it, and I used it. I used some of my case studies I used on consumers in the mental health setting, and what I found was that the healing was incredible. People were reporting they were feeling less anxious, that they were feeling that they could sort of think clearer, that they were, some of their physical symptoms had dissipated some, and generally it was, lots of positive comments about the healings. I find that it's a very gentle healing experience for the customer. I find that because people can see the measurements too with the chakras and the energy, that they relate. And when you can actually talk about how the energy or the readings and what they mean and what they can mean for the person, how they can heal themselves, I think that is very useful for people in terms of taking charge of their own healing.
I share that there's a lot more to this than just your simple everyday run-of-the-mill go get some drugs from the doctor if you're not feeling right, and that there's more to this energy work. What I feel that I've gained from this is almost that comfortable nothing that is everything. It's often when we're not operating correctly or we don't feel aligned correctly that you really notice things. And it's when we don't notice it is what I refer to as that wonderful nothing, where we take things for granted. Well, my core issue vibrational healing experience was very profound yet very subtle, and I think that's really the magic of it.